Hello everyone, this is Mr. Molo for the 6.6 puzzle time. So the joke for this one is, how does a penguin make pancakes? Okay, so remember this is geometric sequences, and geometric sequences needs to be a multiplying pattern. So it has to be a multiplying pattern. Even if it looks like it's a dividing pattern, remember if it's like dividing by 2, that's really the same as multiplying by a half, or dividing by 3 is multiplying by a third, or dividing by 4 is multiplying by 1/4. So we got to keep that in mind. All right, so for the first one here, we need to just find what the pattern is. What is the common ratio? So what is it being multiplied each time? So from 5 to 20 to 80 to 320, we can figure out the pattern is multiplying by 4, and that would be letter E. For number 2, from 49 to 7 to 1 to 1/7, so this is what I'm talking about. Some of you might want to say divide by 7, but remember it has to be a multiplying pattern. So really we're looking at multiplying by 1/7. Okay, from 2/9 to -2 to positive 18 to -162. So remember, when it flips from that positive to negative and negative to positive, that means it needs to be a negative number. And for this one, I probably wouldn't look at the 2/9 to -2 because that's probably hard, but from 2 to 18, we could probably figure out that that's multiplying by a -9, or letter T down here. Okay, and then same thing here, this one with decimals. So 0.023 to 0.23 to 2.3 to 23. We're going to end up multiplying by 10, so that's letter L here. And then again, another fraction one that might be a little tougher, so 1/2 to -1/4, so that should help because we know it's going to be a negative number, to positive 1/8 to -1/16. We're multiplying by -1/2, or letter T. And from 6 to 18 to 54 to 162, 6 times 3 is 18, so it's going to be letter S there. We're multiplying by 3. Okay, this one wants us to give us the next 3 terms. So we're looking for one of these ones probably on the bottom that actually has 3 terms, not the ones on the top that don't have 3 terms. So it's either going to be P, S, W, or I there. So from 192 to 48 to 12 to 3, looks like we're dividing by 4. So 3 divided by 4 is 3 divided by 4. So I figured it out from the first one. So letter S there. And then it looks like this one's going up, so it's probably going to be a multiplying pattern. So 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. 48 times 2 is 96. So we figured out then that one's letter I. Okay, looks like this one's going down, so we're multiplying by a fraction here. So -100 to 10 to -1 to positive 0.1. So we know the next one's going to be negative. Well, that doesn't help. Both of them are negatives. And then the next one's going to be positive, so that does help then, because this one's negative, 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 and this one's negative, positive. So it looks like we're multiplying by 1/10 there, so letter P. And then the last one that's left, it looks like we are multiplying by 1/5. So -4 times a fifth is -4/5, and then we keep multiplying there. Okay, and this one's asking us to find the 6th term. Okay, so they give us 4 numbers, so we need to find the 5th and then find the 6th number there. So it looks like for the first one, number 11, we have 3 times 4 is 12. 12 times 4 is 48. 190, or 48 times 4 is 192, and then I need a calculator. So 192 times 4 is 768, and then we times 4 again, and we get 3072. There we go, letter R. And over here, it looks like it's getting cut in half, so we're multiplying by a half, 2.88, 1.44, 0.72, 0.36. So that means 0.36, whoops, 0.36 times a half, and then times a half again, we get 0.09, which is letter F there. Okay, here it looks like we're getting a little bit bigger here. So -1/81, -1/27, -1/9, -1/3. So it looks like we are multiplying by 3. So I have -1/3 times 3, which is -1. So that's the 5th term. And then times 3 again should give us a -3. So letter I there with the -3. The last one, it looks like we're getting smaller again, so -256, positive 64, -16, positive 4. I know the next one's going to be negative, and then the next one after that should be positive. So it looks like I am multiplying by -1/4. So 4 times -1/4, so 0.25, times another -1/4 should give me a positive 1/4, so letter P there. So then the answer to our joke here, so how does a penguin make pancakes? And the answer is with its flippers.